And I know she wanna slap me. I suppose. I've been trying to make it get so long. Why the I'm feeling like this?
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And this matchup with Los Angeles, hard to believe, just the first game of the NBA's 82-game regular season schedule. The previous season series split right down the middle. These teams were quite evenly matched.
And we saw how competitive and entertaining the season series was between these two terrific teams last year.
Yeah, people who saw this game got their money's worth, and it was fitting that they split the season series, given the enormous talent level on both sides.
A big-time slam by Wembanyama. This is why you got to push him out of the paint.
Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But, Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Alexander Walker with the ball. Now guarded by Wembanyama. And the dunk by Zubac.
Doesn't get any easier for Zubac. He'll take those anytime he gets it.
People like to debate, and Greg, I don't know if this is you, what's better, Kawhi's defense or his offense?
Well, Kevin, I'll say this. Even if he was a subpar defender, his offense alone would have him among the league's top players. But his defense isn't subpar. At its best, it's elite.
It's good from long range.
And he doesn't have to worry about the clock. Vassell has such a repeatable stroke.
Outside Leonard. From outside, off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Greg Popovich and I did speak a few minutes ago. Now, he couldn't have been more complimentary about Kawhi Leonard. After some injury issues, he's now back to being the best guy on the floor most of the time. Coach said slowing him down is like trying to hold back an avalanche with a shovel. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Powell, that's good.
And how about Powell just coming back and taking on the challenge, answering the call.
Here's Fox into the lane. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Now their offense is rolling. A perfect start. 4 of 4 so far.
Zubac's in the post. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Spurs leading by 3. Outside for Wembanyama. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Wembanyama's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Spurs. Outside Leonard. Over Collins. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And here is Los Angeles now. 8-point game. Now Joseph. And Leonard has it in the corner. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And by the numbers, Kawhi is one of the most efficient three-point shooters ever.
Brent, when you talk about the Clippers franchise, and you appreciate this so much, their first superstar was really Bob McAdoo.
And what a tremendous talent. You know, most people remember Bob McAdoo with his years with the Lakers. But, man, when he was with the Buffalo Braves, 3 straight scoring titles, was the league MVP in 1975. Sorry, Dad. Some people still consider him the club's best player ever.
the shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Trains the three-pointer.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
To the paint. Here's Wembanyama. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And here is Fox. Shot clock at 5. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Clippers trail by 5. Here's Powell. Going inside. Lays it up off the glass. Powell's got 5.
Norman Powell is big and strong and stocky, so if he gets in that gap, it's like a bowling ball. He can take a hit.
Back to Fox. Wembanyama, a screen. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And the basket by Vassell.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
Here's Joseph. Still yet to score. And here's Leonard from 3.
If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
The wide open look here for Fox. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Well, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Here's Fox. He has 5. On 11 left here in the opening quarter. To the middle. Here's Cameron. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Done with it. Outside, Bogdanovich. Leonard on the wing. Fires the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Leonard's got his second bucket of the night.
This team relies on that shot from Kawhi.
It's Vassell on the wing. Pass to Castle. Johnson outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fox with it. Three-pointer. And Miller with the block. Here's Leonard. And then Leonard with the dunk.
And we love it when Kawhi takes it over into his own hands. What a special player.
Outside, Fox. Down low. Kicks it out to Johnson. Here's the 3. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
Well, you love nailing the last second shot. Always a feel-good moment.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Now, here's Fox. The 3. Eubanks grabs the miss. Clippers trail by 4. De'Aaron Fox, Brent, is a very special player, isn't he?
Well, Kevin, it's true. De'Aaron Fox is a blur in the open court, but it's his leadership that really has come along at such an early stage. You think about the run that he went on with the Kings just a couple of years ago. He's not settling with that. He wants more. He wants to play in the postseason, and he's capable of getting any team there.
The kick out to Fox. Good on the three-point shot. Fox has got 11 points.
Well, Fox is feeling it right now. The quick release off the catch and shoot.
Pass to Bogdanovich. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Bogdanovich has got 5 points in the quarter.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Kicks it out to Johnson. To the wing on the left. Three-pointer, Fox. That's tipped. And they get it back. Great positioning on the putback. And the Spurs lead by 5. Pass to Dunn. Here's Miller. Inside. Eubanks.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Los Angeles making a switch here. San Antonio leading by 3. It's Fox with the drive. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Kevin, thanks. De'Aaron Fox stays in attack mode. He says people don't want to guard somebody that's going to attack them on every possession. You can't get that break. You can't take any plays off. And with his speed, Kevin, that is a lot to deal with all game long.
A ton, David, to deal with. No question. DA, thanks. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Castle. Dunn covering. Outside Collins. Wow, through the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. The Spurs shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Collins has such concentration when he's out on the floor, and it can help really steady a basketball team.
And he makes all 3.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Now Leonard. 13 points in the game. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Bogdanovich has got 8 points.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Here's Fox. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Outside Leonard. Pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Well, this is the next step in evolution for Kawhi, showing great signs of improved playmaking.
High post try. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Here's San Antonio now. And it's Vassell in the corner. From outside the arc. Connects from three-point range. 12 points for him.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game. Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Now that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Second shot opportunity, and it's Zubac laying it in. Zubac has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Zubac does a great job of sniffing out offensive rebounds and beats his guy to the spot.
And Bogdanovic picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And the Spurs with possession. 3-point lead. Vassell outside. Stolen by Joseph. From downtown. Thrills it from outside. Joseph's got it all tied up now for Los Angeles.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open three.
Back from outside. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
Well, I love the fire right here that Fox is playing with. You sink 3, he's looking to come back and get you.
And the dunk by Zubac.
Yeah, take it up strong, big fella.
Here's San Antonio. We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the half. Vassell outside. Johnson wide open. He fires. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
When Johnson's feeling it from range, he can be lethal.
To the inside. And a fast break now for the Spurs. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3. And here is Joseph. Here's Jones. No good on the last second attempt there. A big-time effort for De'Aaron Fox, providing a lot of energy for the San Antonio Spurs. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter. We come back right after this. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Here's Joseph. Pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Powell. Now Leonard. Covered by Vassell. Just 5 on the clock. Leonard draws the double. The 3 from Joseph. Wembanyama with the rebound.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Outside, Fox. Down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
And De'Aaron Fox having one of those nights where he's feeling it.
Joseph down low. Alexander Walker with the ball. And it's Vassell picking him up. And he dunks it down.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Hassel misses. Clippers trail by 7. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Powell. Got it. Good job in the low post. Powell's got 7.
Powell can play with some power. Even at 6'3", 6'4", he's got a good base.
Down low. Wembanyama. The layup off target. A 3 from Leonard. It doesn't go for him. Collins with some nice D. Spurs leading by 5. A pass to Fox. Wembanyama outside. He won't miss many from there. Wembanyama.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
Outside Leonard. Pass to Powell. And here is Zubac. Back to Powell. And stolen by Wembanyama. Leonard with the steal. Now here's Powell. Fox with the steal. Wembanyama looking it over. Launches a 3. Fox, no good. Clippers trail by 7. And for De'Aaron Fox, his three-point shooting, Greg, has come a long way.
In his rookie season, he only shot 30% on 2 attempts per game. But his volume and efficiency have both gone way up. And it's made him much more dangerous offensively.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Pass to Zubac. Takes it out to Leonard. 5 to shoot. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the Spurs. 10-point lead, this is their biggest. Now, here's Collins. To the middle. Oh, Wembanyama, too easy.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Los Angeles making a switch here. Clippers trail by 12. Outside Leonard. Batum the screen. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Collins. Los Angeles with another miss.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pass to Castle. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Collins has got 8 points.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Well, he's hit a couple big threes in his career. Leonard not afraid to come back with one of his own.
Barnes outside. Outside Collins. Pass to Barnes. Takes the 3. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
At the Dunn. 3-pointer. San Antonio with the rebound.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Well, the most important event of the NBA calendar might be in June. And it's not the finals, but rather for so many teams, Brent, the NBA draft.
Well, Kevin, it's a chance for you to set the table for your franchise. What do you want to have for next year? What do you want to have 5 years from now? And so all the work that goes in, the scouting, the intel work, to build up a team where you are making the steps and taking strides to become a championship caliber team, That stuff starts at the NBA draft.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Clippers are intent on winning big. Coach Tyronn Lue said half of it is great talent. I think half of it is execution. When you get to the playoffs, it's a whole different animal. We got to be 100% execution with our talent. That makes for a dangerous team. Kevin?
Very dangerous. All right, David. Barnes grabs the miss.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
Howell. That shot, no good. Good D by Barnes. Spurs leading by 17. On the wing, Barnes. Here's Castle. A three-pointer off the mark. So it's the Clippers now. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. And here's Bogdanović for 3. No good on that one. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Dunn. And Dunn with the slam.
And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set and get some easy baskets here.
Got it off in time. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back.
The Clippers, 59.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Spurs leading by 15. To the paint. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Like seeing Johnson getting after it, taking on all comers and drawing the whistle.
And Johnson drops them both. Clippers trail by 17. Outside Leonard. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to go on Keldon Johnson.
With those long arms and with the high release point, Leonard is practically daring you to foul him.
Brent, I've always thought the stoic demeanor of Kawhi Leonard was very imposing for an opponent.
Well, there's just no rattling, right, Kevin? How many times have you seen Kawhi Leonard get outside of himself, react to a call, become emotional? Now, as a teammate, you have to have an understanding that he might not motivate you in that way, but certainly as an opponent, it's intimidating. I remember playing against John Stockton and Karl Malone much in the same way. Emotionless, relentless, that's sometimes intimidating for an opponent.
Barnes with it. Now guarded by Dunn. Johnson right side. Trains the wing train. Johnson's got 5 points now this quarter. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for San Antonio.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace, and that's produced some easy scores.
Leonard full speed ahead. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
Yeah, get your popcorn out. We've seen this movie before. Kawhi not letting up now on the offensive end.
Fox with it. Pass to Vassell. And stolen by Dunn. Leonard attacking. Bogdanović wide open. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
Vassell outside. A pass to Fox. Lock at 6. The shot from the low post is good. Fox has got 27.
You continuing to expand his offensive game. Fox, potent scorer, and will fill it up in a hurry.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And the first one drops. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Spurs leading by 10. Here's Fox. Vassell outside. Johnson surveying the floor. Right wing. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Wembanyama. The fadeaway J off the mark. Now the Clippers with it. They're on a 10-2 run here. Pass to Powell. Johnson with the block.
Get that out of here. I don't even want to see that. Johnson showing his explosiveness at the defensive end.
Powell for 3. Blocked again.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Inside. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Pass to Leonard. And stolen by Vassell. Leonard with the steal. Leonard dumps it down with force.
And Leonard, a 3-level scorer as well as an offensive anchor for this team.
Here's Fox. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Leonard, that's for 2. Again, Los Angeles.
Well, he's made himself into such a reliable scorer. Hard not to call Leonard's number as often as possible.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Los Angeles making a switch here. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
During that break, Greg Popovich really had some strong advice for his team. Now, he kept it simple in the huddle. He said, play smart. If we don't beat ourselves, we walk away with the win. Keep it simple, and we got this. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, thanks. And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Here's Bogdanovich. pass to Leonard. The three. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Here's Castle.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Wembanyama with it. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for Los Angeles, trailing by 10. Stolen by Collins. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. 14.
Los Angeles on D. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul called.
Pass to Leonard. Driving the lane. And again, the turnover by the Clippers. Here's Castle. 1:30 left here in the fourth quarter.
Clippers. Second personal foul.
First one falls for him.
Castle. Shooting 2.
And he makes both free throws. Clippers trail by 12. And it's Vassell with the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
1:25 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Powell, no one around him. A three-pointer is right on target.
Good play by Powell. Just a strong field to take the three that time.
And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That's his third foul so far. On the situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. He drops the first one, and that will push the lead to double digits. Fox hits them both. And here's Los Angeles. Now, here's Bogdanovich. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Spurs.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for De'Aaron Fox.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
No way, says Wembanyama. Not on my block.
So, for the Clippers. Tries a three off the inbound. Wembanyama with the rebound. Fox deciding where to go with it. Floats it up for Wembanyama. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And that's good.
Tell me the way that you were watching me, that you probably got something to say. Okay, by the way, I gotta going away. It's 20 degrees in New York, I'm headed to LA. For sure. I'm 20 feet, I'm just trying to be great. For sure. This shit mind-boggling, I ain't no could to relate. Oh my God. Must be fake. She's trying to see who first. I ain't know this was a race. I ain't know you was the Jakes. Okay, just to keep it face to face. Okay, I hear when you get it talking about all the money that I made. Okay, you act like it's gonna be different if I go up and make a move. Okay, and I spent enough time in the dark, I ain't get that feeling I'ma lose. Okay, but you been moving loose. I don't know why you pull up with your friends, I don't know what's on the choose. She come on asking me why I keep calling her sister because you make me snooze. I want it just like it was dinner, I promise I don't need a spoon. For sure, I'm off the so you know what I wanna do. For sure, I'm off the so tell me when you coming through. For sure. Watch out with your shoulder.
I might swerve in that corner, whoa. Hold on tight, cause I tweaking this let go. And I heard that she wanna show me who she be, I'm kinda with it, show me some more. She be tatted head to toe, could give a story rope. You wanna tweak it up with me and I'ma show you how that go. Like the money in my pockets blow. They having combos about me, these don't know. Tell me what they talking about, I ain't listen in, let your thoughts run your mouth, but ain't touching dividends. I ain't from the south, but kick it with my Memphis twins. I can't take a loss, I'm always going for the win. I been up in this booth, I got my pad for the starter. Be had to know that. Cool, let them in if that water. See her acting bother, got my green light. I'm sorry, I can't take you, ain't getting all that. Look like you like. We gon' do this regardless. And I started from the bottom just like you, but I was harder. I came up the soldiers. Shout out to my father. He made sure I make it farther. My trust in God. I might swerve in that corner, whoa. Hold on tight, cause I tweaking this, let it go. And I heard that she wanna show me who she be, I'm kinda with it, show me some more. We tatted head to toe, give a story rope. You wanna tweak it up with me and I'ma show you how that go. Like the money in my pockets blue. They having combos about me, these don't know. With my evil twin, all black hoodies, we hit the streets again. He don't like attention, he'll tweak and get the with your is fat, we drove the whole way in a demon. He'll pop out, won't think twice and make you Greek just Is you sure you wanna meet that? If I see ill intentions, we'll make sure you get the all they out there with the whole being some rocket shit. Pull up to the scene, my best advice is to hide your the lies all on your faces, cause your eyes will twitch. The black ski mask all on our faces be disguising. I'm my with your baby, you wanna cry? Rest my against a waist, I got some pottery. She my bitch, not my apology. I might stop. Give a the story rope. You wanna tweak it up with me and I'ma show you how that go. Like the money in my pocket. They having combos about me.
Semi-auto.
And I wanna get me forever. And I wanna get me forever. And I wanna get me forever. Yeah, she shaking the feel like a earthquake. I know it's never. But I couldn't be up like you, I could never. He said he couldn't meet a like me, he could never. It's hard to say loyal to you when she looking at me in that way. It's hard to not think about the way I that now you remember. Blow me her page and then she won't post on IG, she's clever. Hit her in a burner, I'm in Atlanta, close to the river. You the spirit of Jezebel, little girl, you was on my tether. I was giving my all to you, you cold, I gave you my sweater. Took you to a ball or two, and baby, you fit in a slipper. I'm doing my all for you, and you were just letting us with her. But one thing I know, my money is small for you, so you better sounding hurt for right. I'm real Santana tonight. I'm wearing Rick Aaron tonight. Yeah, I'm counting the bands tonight. Yeah, that rain tonight. Yeah, I'll get in the tan today. I'm getting some tonight. Yeah, I'm rocking some beats tonight. I'm rocking some beats tonight. I'm getting a tan today. I'm rocking some beats tonight.
Lots that we got.
Game when she see us hop at that G. Want my last name, but I'm finna pass this free. Yeah, she tryna get in my mind, I lock the door and pass the key. Yeah, I told that one time that she'll never find another like me. Yeah, too bad I might make her my accessory. My mama said I rock like too much black, I might need me an exorcist. Let me shine forever. If it's time, I'm ready. I might turn up no edit. Think this heaven sent. Be the like me, she can never. Be a like you, I can never. I'm with the game forever. Getting fresh forever. Top floor, but we on the 5th level. Getting cash forever.
And I wanna get me forever. And I wanna get me forever. And I wanna get me forever. Yeah, she shaking the she like a earthquake. I know it's never. But I couldn't be like you, I could never. He said he couldn't meet a like me, he could never. It's hard to say loyal to you when she looking at me in that way.
Yo, me that like me, you can never. Yo, me that like me, you can never. Yo, me that like how I might never. Yeah, shot it right forever.
Need a perfect fit, I'm talking tailored. Find someone who matches my behavior. Can you really handle all this flavor? Wanna get this up, then I dare you not to fall in love. I dare you.
All I ever had was a dream. Let's talk about it. Young rapper, big dream, little apartment. A hyena, eat a beat straight to the carcass. All I need is one mic, I'm on my nine. Bend down, stay down, out the garage with it. Turn nothing into something, made a collage with it. Audacious, pop up, I'm moving confident. True statement, 4 words, ain't nothing stopping this. Rhyme spitter, young critter, get your binoculars. Up and coming, this ain't pop, I'm not popular. Breath of fresh air, I spray like I'm Banaka. Sanitize, stay in the cut like I'm a doctor. Hammer time, can't you hear this verse popping, locking? Put it simply, I got the juice like I'm Cochran. Minute Maid, critter put this juice in a carton. A dime and a nickel turn this bargain into margins. My mind racing, got potential, God forbid that I ever waste it. Overthinking, silent killer, don't die waiting. God knows it's harder to grow, procrastinating. Got so much love for this game, it's annihilating. I ain't even rapping no more, these conversations. Get it off the muscle, don't matter how much the weight is. Gotta get some hustle, cause talent don't always make it. Even if it's late, don't matter because I paid it. Even if you hate different stages, gradually we elevating, motivation.
Lots that we got this year, I was able to create many different builds, and I've tweaked them and made different builds as the year went along to fit my play style, and that's really what I've enjoyed the most.
Now, you mentioned your play style, so what kind of builds do you like running with?
I know there's money to make. Thought I was catching my break. Still at my job every day. Can't put your pride in the bank. I need some sugar and shine. Need me a slice of that pie.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Looking at the last game for the Los Angeles Clippers, it was a loss to Sacramento. Now, here's Joseph. There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. Clock at 6. Here's Leonard. Here's Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Yeah, Zubac knows his job, and that's to do the dirty work. Get into the offensive glass.
A 3 from Wembanyama. Fox with it. Misses in close. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, Tyronn Lue and I had a few minutes to share, and I asked him, how do you contend with the size and skill of Victor Wembanyama? He said, every night we see this guy do something no one has ever seen before. It's kind of like dealing with the unknown. A whole new kind of player needs new schemes. So we'll see some inventiveness out there on the defensive side tonight, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And Leonard gets it to go.
Kawhi, if you look at the numbers, is a consistent three-point threat. And this guy is capable in the clutch. Contest those opportunities.
A three from Wembanyama. Knocks down the three ball.
Three-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And here's Leonard from three. Rebounded by the Spurs.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Castle. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
Boy, not a bad beginning. 3 for 4 from the floor. Pretty good start.
Right side, Leonard. Here's Alexander Walker. Joseph has an open look. They get it back. That one good for two. Leonard's got 5.
Boy, Kawhi helping to set the tone with that kind of energy, creating second chances. Nicely done.
Kicks it out to Collins. No good from outside. The Clippers trail. And when you look at John Collins' advanced numbers, Doris, they jump off the page.
Yeah, probably the advanced numbers you're referencing, Kevin. Offensive rating, true shooting percentage. And when you look at it through that lens, Collins is absolutely able to score from a variety of spots on the floor, and the guy's an absolute terror on the glass.
And we've got an injury out on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. I don't like to see this.
And I'll tell you, this is the last thing you want to see.
I just feel so bad for him. What he's going through right now, you just have to hope and pray that it's not too serious.
Here's Alexander Walker. Poked away. It's stolen by Johnson. To the left side wing. To the paint. Here's Wembanyama. Excellent defense there from Zubac. Clippers trail by 4. Alexander Walker with the ball. Out-guarded by Wembanyama. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Oh, my goodness. What a gritty finish from Zubac. Big fella. Okay.
Wembanyama high post. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Here's Joseph. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, what I like about Corey Joseph is this guy will give you a little bit of everything. Perhaps most importantly, guys, you know he's going to play consistently good defense.
2 shots.
And he makes both free throws. And it's Fox with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. Goes up on the high post. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
And the experience that Fox is garnering. This is a guy who is used to having hands in his face, but it doesn't seem to affect him in the slightest.
Now, here's Fox. Wembanyama. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Spurs?
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
Here's Joseph. Kicks it out to Jones. Buries the long-range jumper.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Fox looking it over. Kicks it out to Johnson. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Screen by Zubac. That one misses. Good defense by Wembanyama. Right side, Fox. To the middle. 1:33 left in the first quarter. A shot by Wembanyama, no good. Clippers trail by 7. Here's Jones. And Jones slams it home.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Clippers are intent on winning big. Coach Tyronn Lue said half of it is great talent, and I think half of it is execution. When you get to the playoffs, it's a whole different animal. We got to be 100% execution with our talent. That makes for a dangerous team. Kevin?
Very dangerous. All right, David. Now, here's Bogdanovich. Over in the corner, Zubac. Just 5 to shoot. Takes it off the glass. Zubac has got his 3rd basket of the night right there. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Castle. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Zubac. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Puts one up from 19. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. And that makes it a tie ball game.
And if you let Bogdanovich square up from mid-range, it's going to be a long night.
Down low. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Now, I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen with the Spurs. He comes away with 11.
The Spurs, 23.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
Inside. Oh, the rim with an easy reach of Wembanyama.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Bogdanovich wide open. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Bogdanovich has got his 2nd basket of the night. Pass to Wembanyama. Now here's Vassell. Here's Castle, defended by Christie. To the inside, Wembanyama.
And this kid is tough. Wembanyama just powering it in despite the contact.
Now, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I could see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooter.
Pass to Wembanyama. Outside, Fox. Back to Vassell. To the middle. Here's Wembanyama.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Now done. Scoreless thus far. That gives them the lead. And the Clippers lead by 1.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. It's a close game here in L.A. Let's check in with David Aldridge for an injury update on Kawhi Leonard. David?
Thanks, guys. I got a status report from the Clippers' head athletic trainer. He told me that although he twisted the knee pretty badly, nothing looks like it's torn. He'll have to sit the rest of this one out, and it's unclear how much longer he'll be out afterwards. Kevin?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
There's no question, because even if you know what's wrong, individuals have different healing times. The time frames can be totally different for similar injuries.
Batum with the steal. Here's Christie. And another three for the Clippers.
And he found a perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Spurs trail by 6. Now, here's Fox. Vassell outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Johnson. And that one goes long. Los Angeles leading by 6. Here's Bogdanovich. Goes back up. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Three-pointer, Fox. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
He's got to know not to take that shot when he's so closely defended.
Outside, Batum. A three from Bogdanovich. And again, Los Angeles with the triple. We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I would say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. And I think we have a beautiful game now.
And the Spurs making a change here. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in this second quarter of play. Wembanyama outside to halt the run. And that's 2 points on the layup. Wembanyama's got 19 points.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Pass to Bogdanovich. Batum, the screen. Fires from the wing. Off the mark, only his second miss in 7 attempts. Wembanyama high post. He's got 19. Fox, no good.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
Here's Christie. Shot clock at 6. Bogdanovich inside. 14 points for him. And the shot is good.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Outside, Fox. Launches a three. They get it again. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on him.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Clippers leading by 7. And here is Dunn. No scoring in this one. Bogdanovich, that's for 2. And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. 1:57 left in the first half of basketball. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And the wingspan of Wembanyama, massive. He's fantastic at using it to erase shots.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That'll be his second foul of the game. Wembanyama, right side. The kick out to Fox. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Just 5 on the clock. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. They get it back. Collins. The kick out to Fox. Takes a 3. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And for De'Aaron Fox, his three-point shooting, Greg, has come a long way.
In his rookie season, he only shot 30% on 2 attempts per game. But his volume and efficiency have both gone way up. And it's made him much more dangerous offensively.
Here's Fox. And the layup falls. Fox has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Joseph looking over the floor. Here's Zubac. Gonna go that time. Good defense by Wembanyama. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Their next game is in San Francisco. So a road game with the Warriors. That'll be the third game of this 3-game road trip.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Joseph with the ball. Up top, Zubac. Gets it off. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. The Clippers on top, leading by 5. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Down low. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
How about the show Wemby's putting on here? When he gets it going, Victor is pretty much unstoppable.
Pass to Powell. Here's Batum. Over Collins. The shot by Batum, no good. Spurs trail by 3. Here's Fox. And there it is for him. Fox has got 6.
And how about that stick-to-itiveness from Fox there? Just a great attitude. He really excels at driving inside and kind of just bouncing off defenders.
To the paint. Here's Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Outside, Fox. Over to the wing. To the wing on the left. Castle. And he hits it to tie the game up. He's got 8.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
Zubac, no good. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Castle misses. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. You asked Greg Popovich about Victor Wembanyama, and he says Victor's a different player. He's got talent. You don't want to take that out of him. I tried to do that with Manu Ginobili, and I learned my lesson. Just shut up and let him play. Victor does some amazing things. His game is all-encompassing. Kevin?
That's a great way to put it, D.A. It is all-encompassing. Wembanyama is one of one. Hey, thank you for the report. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. 6 on the shot clock. The three from Joseph. Offensive rebound. Pass to Zubac. Trying to get open is Bogdanovic. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2.
How about Zubac making great use of the up fake, get that defender off balance.
And talk about victors and guys who play to their strength. What about Zubac? He does a great job.
He does, Kevin, a 7-footer who wants to play like a 7-footer. He's an outstanding rebounder. He doesn't need the ball offensively. You know he's going to show up and give you great effort every night. Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Back to Alexander Walker. It's Bogdanovic on the wing. And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Here's Zubac. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. And so Fox will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Here's Bogdanovic. He's got 16. Bangs home the trifecta. Jones has got 8 points.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Castle. Six to shoot. Rebound by the Clippers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Outside Bogdanovic. And here's Joseph for 3. San Antonio trailing here. Pass to Castle. Wembanyama, a screen. And that one is hammered home.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. So both teams changing it up here. Wembanyama, a screen. Inside. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Big time slam by Wembanyama. This is why you got to push him out of the paint.
Dunn looking over the floor. Pulls it from 20. Bogdanovic, no luck.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D. That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
To the inside. Here's Alexander Walker. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
I'll tell you, you allow him to get to a spot, and it's over, right? Defense unable to even challenge the shot.
Pass to Wembanyama. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. The tray. And the basket by Castle. Castle's got 8 points in the quarter.
Building confidence in that deep ball. 1 from distance in the first, 2 in the second.
To the middle. It's stolen by Wembanyama. All going up court. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Like seeing Johnson getting after it, taking on all comers and drawing the whistle.
He's off on the second. The Clippers trail. Outside, Jones. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. Wembanyama with the rebound. Fires the 3. And the basket by Castle. Castle's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Screen by Jones. Outside, Bogdanovich. To the paint. And taken away by Johnson. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. Pass to Wembanyama. Outside, Fox. Wembanyama with the bounce pass. And stolen by Bogdanovich. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Basket good. Jones has got 10 points in the game.
And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
The kick out to Fox. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
And that quick shot by Fox is something you know he has worked on religiously. Nice finish.
Pass to Bogdanovich. Over Johnson. And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
Substitution on the floor.
A 3 from Bogdanovich. Unbelievable!
Can't do it much better than that right before the clock expires.
What a way to seize momentum. Can it carry over into the next quarter? Beautifully done.
And the game still... And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Clippers trail by 3. Now done. Puts up a deep 3. Vassell grabs the board.
And for him to shoot from that distance is a bit of a head-scratcher.
I think as a player, you have to know your strengths and play to them, and that is not within his range.
The kick out to Fox. Johnson the screen. Just 4 to shoot. The 3 from Barnes. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Now, here's Dunn. Down low. Eubanks. Boom, he jams it straight down.
That those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
The kick out to Barnes. Goes to the reverse layup and caps it in. Barnes has got his first points in this one.
He's just able to score from anywhere on the floor, but Barnes loves that high percentage area.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional.
I'll tell you, you have got to have a short memory. You put a poor first half behind you, and you get to work here in the second.
Done outside. Inside. And stolen by Vassell. In transition, here come the Spurs. Outside, Fox. From 13, that will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
I'll tell you, tough first half puts it in the rear view. The shooting percentage starting to reflect that.
Pass to Bogdanovich. Again, the Clippers.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Outside, Fox. Here he goes. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Nicholas Batum.
And that is a crafty move by De'Aaron Fox. He really knows how to get himself to the line.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Bogdanovich, that's for 2. That shot is good. He's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight.
Showing off his inside game. Bogdan is an all-around scorer.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
You know, I love how he absorbed the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
And the Clippers making a change here. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
Uncharacteristic trip to the line for him. Just lost his feel on those shots.
Here's Dunn. Pass to Zubac. Over Wembanyama. Wembanyama with the rebound. San Antonio leading by 3. Back to Barnes. Fires the 3. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist.
Yeah, with that deep stroke, I like Barnes' ability to switch between the 3 and 4 spots. 2 distinct things in terms of spacing on the floor and the requirements of the jobs.
Back to Zubac. Chalk up 2 there.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Vassell outside. Barnes right side. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Here's Dunn. And Dunn with the slam.
Oh, it's a big-time bucket. Chris Dunn doing work.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And it's Fox with the ball for San Antonio. The lead is 2. Wembanyama, a screen. It's Vassell on the wing. Outside, Fox. Back to Vassell. 5 to shoot. Gets some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. And the Spurs lead by 4.
Give him credit. Vassell has worked incredibly hard to become a guy that this team can count on to take big shots.
To the middle. Outside, Batum. No good from Zubac. San Antonio leading by 4. Fox with it. Zubac defending. Pass to Wembanyama. Back to Johnson. Spurs working the ball around now. The wide open look here for Fox. Drills the 3-pointer. Fox has got the lead up to 7 now for the Spurs.
Well, I think it's fair to say that Fox is in the zone right now. An exciting player to watch. I just love seeing how he can take over a game with his aggressiveness.
Johnson from outside. Batum grabs the miss.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
The 19-foot shot. Good! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And this team has complete faith in Bogdanovich's ability to hit big shots. This guy just doesn't seem to feel the pressure.
Spurs making a switch here. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
During that break, Greg Popovich really had some strong advice for his team. He told them to play smart, but not to be cautious. He said, look, we got this lead by playing our way, and we'll keep it by doing the same. Guys, we'll see what happens.
Thank you, David. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
And this is why Bogdanovich has a permanent green light from the arc. Frankly, the team expects this from him.
And the Spurs with possession. 4-point game. Vassell outside. .26 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Wembanyama. Over to the left wing. 5 on the clock. Vassell, no good. Here's Alexander Walker. His three-pointers off the mark. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
15.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, this trip to the line should seal the deal. Amazing job.
And so it's the Spurs with the win. A true...